Well, happy first day of 2023. Yay. It's going to be a great year, y'all. It's going to be one of the best years of my life. Well, to start with, this is the start of a new beginning in my life. I am really super excited and I'm so happy I will be narcissist free. Narcissist free for the first time in my life. My mom was a narcissist. My dad was a narcissist. My first husband was a narcissist. My daughter is a narcissist. My ex-boyfriend in Tennessee is a narcissist. The group of people he hung around with were narcissists. I have been surrounded by narcissists my entire life. Basically, what that means is that every single person that I've ever had in my life has wanted nothing good for me, has done everything they could to stop me from being happy, has done everything that they could to keep me from succeeding, to hold me back, to dominate me. Because when you are in a relationship with a narcissist, whether that is your mom, your dad, your boyfriend, your husband, your daughter, whoever, they feel like they own you. So they will manipulate whatever situation they can find, whatever trauma that you have, whatever it is that triggers you is what they will use to keep you under their thumb, which is exactly what they're still trying to do to me now. I got some clarity last night. I did. I got some clarity last night. My ex-husband, my first ex-husband, is the one who hired Tommy to kill me. And it was my mom and my brother know about it because they helped him get Tommy put in place. That was thanks to my mom, because my mom and I were still talking at the time when I moved to Tennessee, and I had mentioned to her about Tommy, and well, there it just kind of goes from there. But yeah, how's that for clarity? Whew. And the funny thing is I haven't talked to my ex-husband, and I don't care to. Now that the kids are all grown up, I don't have to have him in my life. I don't want him in my life. And yesterday, my youngest daughter, started sending me text message telling me what a terrible person I was, that I was putting Samantha's information on YouTube, that I was saying things about Samantha. Well, first of all, the things I was saying weren't really that bad. It was just history, but her narcissistic little butt took it. She's going to have a narcissistic collapse from that, is what's going to happen. So my ex-husband contacted me last night out of the blue. It's incredible how people tell on themselves. I'm telling you, y'all, if you keep your eyes open, people tell on themselves. I was supposed to be dead by Christmas, because that was the life insurance policy that my ex-husband David had on me, was for me to be dead by Christmas, because that's when the insurance policy expired. And since that didn't happen, and we're now into the new year, now everybody's starting to freak out, because hello, I'm still alive. And now people are starting to see their karma. People are starting to reap what they've sown. And now everybody's trying to be friendly with me, because they think somehow that that's going to help them. It doesn't matter how friendly you are with me. As a matter of fact, all that does is show me just how fake you really are in the first place. And secondly, why would I help you with your karma? Y'all have tried to kill me. Are you kidding me right now? Reap what you've sown. I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not helping you through anything. Y'all did it to yourselves, and that's not me being cold. That's just the laws of the universe. You put out, and you get back what you put out. So if you put out evil intentions and murderous schemes and plots, then you're going to get that kind of energy back. So buckle up, Buttercup. You got a lot coming to you. And I don't feel bad. I don't. Not anymore. I did in the beginning when this all very first started happening. I felt bad, and then I started, hearing more and more and more, from the Holy Spirit saying, they wanted you dead, Linda. They wanted you dead. I'm not wishing bad on anybody. I'm not hoping anything specific happens to anybody. I'm not sitting here, praying for something to happen to somebody. I just know. I innately know that they are going to reap their karma, and I am being told by my Heavenly Father exactly what kind of karma they're going to be reaping. So there you go. I don't have anything to feel bad about. I didn't do anything wrong. And I am so past that part of my life of taking on somebody else's energy. Somebody else's karma. I'm not taking on anybody else's karma. No, I'm karma free. For the first time in my life, I am karma free. And I am not about to be taking on y'all's karma. And I don't do trauma bonding anymore with anybody. I don't care if you're my kid. I don't care if you're my mom. I don't care who you think you are in my life. You will not get a trauma bond from me. Not anymore. Done been past that. So after that bit of clarification, yeah, that kind of, I think I've known it for a while now. But it really hit me clearly last night that's how this all played out. It was David that initiated this because of that insurance policy that was going to be canceling. But then there's the other inheritances that kind of fell into place that brought my mom and my brother into this, and then Tommy, and he brought all of his friends into this. So everybody's just going to be collateral damage at this point. Yeah, everyone's just collateral damage. There is no more. There's no more that you can't do anything more to me. Your time's up, all of you. This is my time now. This is my time. My time to shine. My time to live my life my way. There really isn't anything any of you can do about it. I mean, you can try to bring me towers and trouble and turmoil, and you can try to do all of those things, but you're not going to get the same response from me that you used to get. I'm not that person anymore. And there's several people in particular, several of these narcissists, one in particular that purposely waits for me to build myself up, and I get to a certain point where I'm like ready to rock, ready to fly, and inevitably they will do something, cause something, create something that will take it all away from me, and I will have to start over. And this person gets off on that. That's like their life purpose. If you spent as much time on your own life as you spend on trying to take mine apart, you might actually have something for yourself. But I'll tell you one thing right now, as many times as you've let me build myself up and tear me, and for you to tear me down, you have no idea how strong you've made me. You have no idea how strong of a person you made here. I don't know how you couldn't think for 1 minute that I wouldn't end up being this person, because you made me this strong. It's because of you that I am rising. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. And you would never have been able to rise the way that I've risen over and over and over. I have restarted my life so many times because of you. You would have never been able to accomplish half of everything that I've managed to accomplish in my life with you trying to bring me down. You'd have never been able to pull it off. Ever. So, how does that make you feel? Can you say, loser? Because that's what you all are, a bunch of losers that have nothing better to do with your time than to sit around and try to bring somebody else down because you can't handle the fact that I'm a gifted person. Because you're jealous, you're envious, you're so focused on taking me down that you half of you don't even shower. You don't take care of your kids. And there are so many people now that you're trying, people that weren't involved previously that you're trying to involve now, because the people who have been involved previously no longer want anything to do with you because of how toxic you're coming across now. People are seeing you for who you really are. People are starting to see you for the toxic, icky, nasty energy person that you are. All of you. People are walking away from you. People don't want anything to do with you because of how toxic and how yucky your energy is coming across. The people who don't even really read energies are able to see just how awful you're being, and that there's no real good reason for you being the way that you are other than the fact that you're envious and jealous. You don't even have any standing ground, any legal ground to stand on, but by God, you're still going to keep doing it, Jody. Trying to hire an attorney to say that I am stealing your content on YouTube, that I am the one taking your content, just like with the business. You're so stuck on trying to be me that you don't even know who you are. Pretty pathetic. And mentally, you're not okay. Go back on your meds. So you're still trying to bring me some obstacles and some challenges. Well, you know what? Bring it on. Bring it on. Because I'm going to rise above it just like I've risen above everything else for the past however many years y'all have been trying to do this to me. Jen, Guy, David, Samantha, Tommy, Sandy, Dale, Kathy. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing. The people that you're trying to pull in now to do the stalking are people who have trauma issues, because that's what you do. You narcissistic people purposely bring in people that are somehow stuck in a trauma somewhere in their life. They're traumatized somewhere in their childhood. And narcissists use that type of thing and create those trauma bonds. Yeah, even with people, that they just meet. It's like a gift that they have. Ooh, I can feel this person's got some trauma. They get to know somebody, they figure out where their trauma is, and then they pinpoint that trauma. And whenever somebody starts to try to back away from that person, then they start bringing that trauma up, saying, "Oh, well, you're just being childish. You're just being this. You're just being that. You're using their trauma against them." So that's how they've managed to get new people to stalk me, is by taking these people who have issues, who have trauma issues, who are somehow in some way not whole inside of themselves, who are trying to deal with some traumas, and these narcissistic pukes use that and play on that. So that's where these new stalkers are coming from. But not everybody is stupid. Not everybody is stupid, y'all. Narcissists think they're so damn smart. They think they're the smartest people on the face of the earth, and they think that that nobody can outsmart them, nobody can outdo them, nobody can out this or out that. Well, let me tell you, y'all aren't as smart as you think you are, and your traumas are deeper than anybody else's. And that's why you are so good at dealing with other people's traumas, because your traumas are deeper than anyone else's. You don't want yours to be known or seen, so you project it onto other people. You project your traumas onto other people. My ex-husband David, by the way, is secretly gay, so there's that trauma, David. And I know you and Guy have slept together. There's that trauma too. So who are you going to hire to kill me now, David? Who's next? Who's on your list? You got a list you're ticking off of people you want to send to kill me? Bring it on. Let's go. Let's do this. Because I'm ready. And Jen, you can't read my energy anymore. You are no longer allowed to read my energy. And not only are you not allowed to read my energy, any gift that you had has been taken from you. And anybody that you send to read my energy will get misinformation, because my energy is no longer allowed to be read by you or anyone else. So saith God, because he's sick and tired of everybody trying to do crap to me that doesn't deserve, that there's no reason for you to be doing crap to me other than the fact that you want what I have, and you can't have it. You can't have it. It is not yours. It's not ordained to you by God. It's given to me by God. And what God has for me, no one can take from me. Get that through your heads. You are no longer allowed in my energy. None of you. I take back my energy. I call back my energy from out there in the universe, from anybody who's trying to take my energy. I call my energy back, and I call it back now. My energy is mine. And I send back to you whatever it is that you send to me, and I send it back to you tenfold. With love. All right. And exactly how much money have you all spent on trying to take me down? Because I'll bet you there are some nice houses that could have been had, some nice cars that could have been had, some swimming pools and yards that could have been had. The amount of money that you people are spending on trying to take me down is absolutely absurd. It is absurd. You are going broke trying to take me down. And that's exactly where you're going to end up. You're going to end up broke. You're going to end up bankrupt. You're going to end up destitute. You're going to end up with nothing, not even a job. You will have nothing because you won't stop. And one of you is going to end up living in public housing. And that is just going to drive her crazy, because she is all about the show, the glitz, the glamour, the nails, the makeup. And she's not going to be able to handle the fact that she's going to be living in public housing. And that is going to happen. It is going to happen. That is, if she doesn't go to prison. I want to see how well she's going to do in prison with those long, pretty nails, and that how she's going to be able to take care of herself in prison after everything her body has been through because of her karma. Yep, that's your karma. What happened to you is your karma. You better connect the dots there, little girl. Connect the dots. And all of these people who are faking to be religious but secretly doing black magic in the background, that's happening in Oklahoma. That's happening in Tennessee. That's happening in Arizona. all of these people pretending to be pretending to be godly, pretending to be Christians, pretending to be this or that or the other thing, when in reality, behind the scenes, they're some of the nastiest, most demonic people that there are, doing these awful things, and then trying to stand and say, in the daytime, "Oh, I'm a Christian." Yeah. Some of you are going to be having a spiritual death. You will no longer exist for the things that you've done and the words that you speak, but your actions are not the same as your words. And because of that, you are going to have a soul death. Many of you. Many of you. Still spreading lies to make me look bad. Because at this point, that's all you've got. Everything else you've tried to do isn't working, and even the lies aren't working. People are starting to see through those too, because they're realizing that you're toxic. They're realizing that the only reason that you're doing any of this is because you're envious and you're jealous, and because you want what I have. And they see that now. People are seeing that now. They're seeing you for who you really are. And I'm not just talking about Tennessee. I'm talking about Oklahoma, and I'm talking about Arizona. People are starting to see you for who you really are. The envious, jealous, narcissistic, toxic pukes that you are. Someone was visited by a passed over loved one last night, and they were told that they need to stop what they're doing. Your ancestors are going to stop protecting you. That's what I was told. Your own ancestors are going to stop protecting you. So the next thing that they're going to try to do is send a hex through the air. And they're going to send a hex through the air, and then they're going to try to cloak their own energies so that when I do a return to sender, that energy or that spell that they're sending to me through the air, the hex, won't be able to find them. Do you realize how ignorant that sounds? Because energy is energy. And no matter if you cloak your energy or not, what you're sending out there is still going to be returned to you tenfold. You can't cloak yourself from an energy that you're sending out there. Your own energy is going to find you. Oh, you people don't even have a clue how you're hurting yourselves. You're completely incompetent at this point. You don't even make any sense. You're just throwing darts now, hoping it lands somewhere. God, maybe if I throw it here, it'll hit that. Maybe if I throw it there, it'll hit that. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Let me throw that energy out there. Oh, don't come back. Don't come back. I'm gonna hide. So really? Your own energy is gonna find you. It doesn't matter how you try to cloak yourself. If you put the energy out there, the energy's coming back to you. Ay, ay, ay. There is a monitor spirit that has been sent to and attached to me for quite some time. I'm not sure at this point yet who it was that sent this monitor spirit to me. Something tells me it's my first ex's family. But this monitor spirit has been released. Yeah, the spirit is going to be being sent back to you. And this monitor spirit that you forced to monitor me is not very happy with the fact that you pulled them out of where they were to do that. So just know that that monitor spirit isn't happy that you pulled them out of their rest to monitor me. And now that monitoring spirit is being sent back to you. Tenfold. And something else that I've realized, something else that I know now, and I know this isn't going to make sense to a lot of people, and I'm not really going to take time to explain this, but it will make sense to those people who are trying to stop me and have been trying to stop me my whole life, who have tried to dominate me and stop me from growing and being who I'm supposed to be. And what that is I am the key. I am the key. Yep. I am the key. So how do you like them apples? You all better hang on tight, because what you have coming for you is going to be some of the hardest times of your lives. Because everything that you have done to me to this point that hasn't come back to you yet is going to be coming back to you with a force like you've never seen, and it's going to be coming back to you tenfold with that force. Yeah. Yep. And I'm being given all of this information and bringing all of your garbage out on YouTube. And the reason that that's being done is so that you can no longer traumatize me. You can't traumatize me anymore. You want to keep putting this out here. You want to keep traumatizing me. You want to keep trying to traumatize me like you've done my whole life over all of these years. Keep throwing things out there to traumatize me, to bring me down, to knock me off of my square, to let me build up so you can knock me down. Let me build up, knock me down. Let me build up, knock me down. Well, guess what? Now it's your turn. Now your trauma is going to start coming out. Your secrets are going to start coming out. Your narcissistic collapse is about to start happening. All of you. All of you. So you better hang on, because I happen to know a lot of secrets now. And I haven't even begun to touch on them. So break out the chessboard, folks, because it's time to play. World, I love you. Love yourselves. Love each other. And I will catch y'all later. Happy New Year.